Hi guys, it's Emily from Novel Novels and welcome to today's video. This is my try chapter, oldest books on my TBR. As always, Sweet's in the background. This will be done vlog style like I always do. I'm going to try and get most of the books done today. You may see I'm going to try and leave 2 for tomorrow because tomorrow I'm getting my eyes tested, which you would have already had by now. That would have already happened by the time this goes live, but yeah, I've got my eyes tested and I'm going to town, but I'm going to do this bit of vlog style, so there's a few things I'm going to be doing today, which I might include a little bit in this, but I don't want this to be too long a video. But there will be a few things that I'll be doing today, like putting some books away, so you'll get a sneaky peek of some of the books that I got that I've had to go on to February's TBR. I filmed my book haul. You would have seen my book haul for January was like really low, and then I filmed it too early because I ended up getting like 20 odd books. And I've had to go into February's book haul. So yeah, you're going to be seeing some books that you won't be seeing properly until the end of the month. But this will be rambling. I'm going to show you 6 books I'm doing try a chapter on. And I'm literally doing pretty much a chapter on each. I used to read a lot more, but practically I don't have the time. I've got a busy day today. I've got books to put away. I've got a book to finish off that I want to read today. I've got a bit of housework to do. I've got to wash my hair. My knee's playing up. So yeah, life is a bit overwhelming, but enough rambling. Let's show you the books. Sweet will not go. So the first one is the oldest one on my TBR, which I will be reading pretty much in a minute. And this is one of the oldest books on my unread TBR, and this is The King's Secret Matter by Jean Plaidy. And sweet, we'll see a bit of this. And this is about, after 12 years of marriage, the once fortuitous union of Henry VIII and Catherine of Aragon has declined into a loveless stalemate. Their only child, Mary, has disregarded her as a suitable heir, and Henry's need for the legitimate son to protect the Tudor throne has ruled him and turned him into a callous, greedy ruler. Now, I've got this, and I've got one other Jean Plaidy that's been on my shelves for ages. If I don't like this, then I will unhaul that and the other book, which will make my February figures a bit better. But the chapters on the Jean Plaidys are ridiculously long, so there is no point doing like a whole... If I was to wait for a chapter, I would have had to read like over 100, nearly 100 pages, and I'm not doing that. So I'm going to read about 25 pages to that little chapter break. The problem I've got with these is, I had the Tudor binge, I did the 6 Tudor Queen series, I've got other series I'm reading about Tudor books. I've had too much Tudor, and I need to kind of reduce that on my shelves, and these are just, I've been either 4 or 3 stars. They're okay, her books, but they're not like wowing me, so I'm gonna do this as my decider. And that Jean Plaidy one has got, I'm just going to tell you the ratings on Goodreads. I'm not that I'm supporting Goodreads, but that's got a rating of 3.94, so it's quite a high rating if you think about it. But it's not jumping out at me. Then I've got Paris by the Book, which is a book that I got from Vaz Books, a charity shop. I thought it was going to be a historical fiction book about books, so the cover's very much of not a letdown, but it has the lowest rating on out of all these books. It's got 3.17, the rating is only 3.17. It's contemporary / mystery about books, but the reviews on Goodreads are not amazing. It's in a city of millions, it's easy to lose someone, and it's about a mystery apparently, about a murder. But the ratings on Goodreads are not high. I need to get this off my shelves if it's not. I thought Paris, I thought books about books, I thought it was going to be one that was amazing. And I must admit, as soon as I saw the Goodreads rating, I was like, oh, I shouldn't have got that. And it's about 12 weeks before Leah Edie arrives in France. Her husband disappeared. One early morning, he walked out the door and never came back. All he left behind was a scrumpled note in a cereal box leading her to the bustling streets of Paris. So I don't know what it's going to be like. I'm literally only going to read a chapter, which is like 26 pages, 25 pages. So this one we'll get rid today, actually. These are my ones for today. And then I'm going to do 4 today, I think. And the next one is one that, again, it's a non-fiction book. It's about World War II. Again, have I overloaded World War II non-fiction books? This is Stranger in the House. I read one other book by this author, and non-fiction book about strangers and wartime. I like wartime fiction rather than non-fiction because I found the last one was too fact overload. But it has got a very high rating on Goodreads, so it might well be one that I can grab. And it's not that long. Like, if you think about, it's only 300 odd pages, So it isn't going to be a long book. So I'm going to be reading one chapter, I believe. Is it one chapter? Yeah, one chapter, which is only like 20 pages. So I'm going to read that one today, actually. And yeah, we'll see how they go. These are my 3. I think, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the next one, and then I've got the 2 bigger books that I'm going to be saving for tomorrow, because there's one that I'm really excited about, and then there's one that I'm a bit nervous about. So I'll leave those 2 for tomorrow. But this is the one that's, again, it's a contemporary book I bought in Wokingham years ago, at least a year or so ago. And this is The Triumphs of Grace Atherton. This has got a mediocre, it's 3.75 rating on Goodreads. Some people have liked it, but I've had it, for contemporary, I've had it on my shelves for ages. I don't have contemporaries on my shelves for very long, because they're ones that I literally just, they're my chewy, sweetie books. They're my sweets that I eat when I want to be comforted. But this one's not jumped out at me, and I don't know why. Grace, Nadia and Mr. Williams see each other at work every day, but will it take a crisis for them to finally reveal the truth about themselves? Grace is 40 and in love with David. Her life is about to fall apart in the most shocking of ways. Nadia is 17 and furious. She knows that love will let her down. She's going to succeed. It'll be done on her own terms. And then Maurice Williams is 86 and he's discovered a lot about love in his long life, and even more about people, and yet he keeps secrets. So that's all right. I don't know how that's going to go. So this is the 4 I'm going to be reading today, which is the Monday. And then tomorrow is Tuesday, and I'm going to be reading these 2. And the next one is Kate Furnivall with the Liberation. Again, this has been on my shelves a while, but it's very good. I've read one Kate Furnivall that I liked and the other that I didn't like. But this has the highest rating. Well, I think this is the highest rating, or the second highest rating on Goodreads. This has a rating of 3.9. But what is making me excited about it is the fact that Andrea loved it. Andrea is one of my subscribers who we've got very similar tastes, and she rated it really 5 stars. And I think this is one that other booktuber, Nikki from Red Dot Reads, who's not been on here for a while, she liked it. This is a World War II book again. It's set in, it says British and American troops bring order in Italy. So it's Italy, set in Italy in World War II. One morning amongst the ruins of bombed Naples, Katrina is forced to go to extreme lengths to protect her own life, and in doing so forges a future in which she must clear her father's name. This is one that I need this to either make me decide whether I want to keep it or not. But the chapters are short, which is exciting. I'll be reading 2 chapters, which is 21 pages. But I need something to kind of oomph me to get me to read it, I think, because it is probably the biggest book on here. It is about 450 pages, so it's one of the biggest books, and I need to kind of give me something to read it. And then the next one was a day at Baz Books. I bought 2 books. One of them I unhooked reasonably quickly, and this one I thought looked pretty, and I thought it looked like something I should read. It's Swan Song. Someone that was on BookTube a while ago liked this, and I can't remember. I think it was Sadie from another channel, but she's not been on BookTube for a while, and she liked it, but I can't remember what it was that made me want to buy it. But now I don't, if that makes sense. This is the Swan Song. It was rated 3.7 on Goodreads, but it's literary fiction as well as historical fiction, and I don't do literary fiction. It is over countless martinis, so it's about Truman Capote, and it's set in 1975 in the autumn. After 2 decades of intimate friendships, Truman Capote detonated a literary grenade, forever rupturing the elite circle which he worked. And it is stunning. And if I do unhaul it, let me know if you want it, and I'll send it to you, because it is stunning. Well, it's hardback, it's heavy hardback. But yeah, I don't know. It is stunning, but it's not grabbing me. So I need to know whether I'm going to read it. And I will be reading the first chapter, which is only 18 pages. And I think that should really tell me on this one whether I'm going to keep it. This video is already nearly 10 minutes long, and I haven't. So the rule is with these, if I keep them, they've got to be read by the end of March, because I'm technically counting this as a February video. So they'll either be read in February, by the end of February, they'll be like extra onto my February or March TBRs. If I don't read them by the end of those 2, if they're still staying on my shelves, then they get unhauled. That is flatly wrong. If there is nothing that's drawing me to them, because the whole point of my TBR shelves are, if they're on that trolley, if they don't get read, then that's it, they've gone. If I read these and they will go unhauled, that unhaul will be taken off in February's video. So I will see you all shortly when I've told you what I've thought of the first one. Bye bye. Hiya. So already, first book read. I read The King's Secret Matter, and I read less than I thought I was going to. I think I read like 17 pages. It's just same old about Catherine Aragon, and when Mary Boleyn turns up, and I think I've read enough of these books. I don't need any more on my shelves. I don't need any more of these. Yeah, I'm done with Jean Lady. I just don't think it's anything amazing. It's an old book. It's just nothing wowing me. So say bye bye. That's going bye byes. Now lifestyle. I'm going to go and read some of this. Lessons for a Sunday Father. Very easy contemporary, requiring zero brain power, but I hate the dad in it. I think he's a knob cheese. So I'm going to read this, finish it, whatever. Going to get this finished today because I don't need it. It's just an okay book. It's nothing amazing me. So I'm going to read that for a little bit. Then I've got washing to do and stuff to do. But the next book will be one of the other ones. I'll tell you when I've read the next one. Bye bye. So this is a brief peek in the fact that I'm going to be keeping the Secrets of the Great Atherton book because I did like the look of that. Has got an affair thing on it, so that could be slightly annoying for me, but I'm going to keep it. Now I've got to decide how to get these books onto these shelves here because I've moved some books around and I've got to work out where they're going to go, and I might take some books off and then put another book on. So I might do a little clip shortly to show you what the end result looks like. Right. So you can see that shelf's now sorted. You can see a couple of extra books that have gone on there. The middle shelf slightly could do with taking something off this to be read at some point. Maybe one of these books will get taken off to be read in March, my birthday month. And I've got that shelf there organised with the Bear and the Nightingale series, which I'm looking forward to. Again, one book may be taken off this side to go on my TBR for March. But that's it. And I picked one book to be read for March, and then one book to go up on my shelves for just to go on my shelves. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'll catch you up when I've read the next book. So I'm in the kitchen. God, I'm really bad at that light. So I'm in the kitchen making my lunch, but I thought I would fill you in on what I did with this book. God, my hair. I read my bits of Paris by the book, and it doesn't get me. It doesn't grab me. It doesn't interest me. Oh, I just don't know. I was just literally didn't even want to read it. So I'm glad I did try a chapter on that. I've got one more that I'm definitely doing, which I think I'm going to do Stranger in the House. But I've decided, sod it, this is my day, this is my video. I'm going to read either the Swan Song or the Liberation pages today. But while I'm talking to you, I've just realised that I need to stir the bacon. See if you can see I'm doing a little bit of stirring. No, I'm very good at filming when I'm doing this. But yeah, I'm making myself some lunch, which I'll do. I like to, I have basically sort of set days that I do things. So set days that I do set lunches. And obviously where I was working yesterday, I'm realising I'm moving pretty fast. I had like mug shots or whatever else easy. But today I like to have a bigger sort of lunch because I know that I'm going to be not stopping. So I'm just basically making myself like a pasta. I saw this from Marissa on reading off my shelf. Not reading off my shelf, reading it. She does amazing. Why do I never remember your name, darling? I'm so sorry. My brain is gaga. So I see she does some cooking, but I'm not filming it correctly because I'm filming it facing me first. But basically I'm just sort of whacking together some bits and bobs for a pasta and salad lunch. So I've just got some vegetables, some bacon, some pasta, whack it all together, fry it all off. I mean, I use what's in the cupboard. So today I've got like fat-free natural yogurt that I've got to use up. Because the kids don't really eat like natural yogurt, and Chris doesn't majorly. So I like to make myself a healthy lunch. I have like a salad with it. And I'm making myself that, and I'll just put some chilli flakes in or whatever else. But yeah, that's my lunch. I'll fill you in once I've read the pages for Strange in My House. See you later. Bye bye. Why is it when I'm trying to read, drilling next door? Our old neighbours have left and they're redoing the house. So there's lots of drilling and lots of noise, and it's not fun. But I've read my pages for the last official book of the day, Strangers in the House. And I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. It's World War II, but it's set after World War II, and it's about what happened after. But the writing's not grabbing me. I can't decide whether I'm going to keep it or not. So I'm going to have a think and let you know on this evening's one. What I have decided is I think I'm going to read the Swan Song this evening. I'll have a little clip of me in my PJs, whatever. And then I've just got the Liberation to read tomorrow, because tomorrow's just going to be so busy. I'm going off to town, get my eyes tested. I've got to get some shopping because everyone's birthday's in February in our family. So I've got to go and get birthday cards and stuff like that. Get a few food bits from Morrison. So by the time I get back here, I'm going to be zonked. So I don't want to put myself under pressure. But yeah, I'm still going to decide on that. I'll let you know later. But it's alright. It's just not grabbing me. Hi guys, so I decided not to read last night. I was quite tired, but then I'm reading today because I'm shattered as well. Yeah, I went to town, ordered my new glasses, which is great, but my knee's really playing up and I'm in a lot of pain. But I have thought about Stranger in the House and I've decided not to keep that, whereas this has got me. I read 20 pages and I literally wanted to keep reading. How I'm going to wait to read it in February. This will get ready in February. I'm more excited about this than I am about The Truth About Grace Atherton. This was brilliant. This has already got so much potential. So I'm glad that by doing the try chapter, it's pushed it up my TBR and it's making me read it early. But yeah, the writing is great. I could not want to put it down. I could have a break and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to read the Swan Song in a bit. But no, I just think I just want to get this read and then I can put the video together and upload it before I get the kids, I think. I'm just really, really tired. I'm really struggling. Like, my pain's just ridiculous. But look who's on me. There you go. My gorgeous girl is on me. She's going to make me rest until Chris gets home. So I'll see you shortly and tell you what I think about the Swan Song. Bye-bye. So that's it. Book number 6. Chapter read. Didn't like it. Very, very literary. Not for me at all. Truman Capote. Nah, not for me. But that means I'm done. Out of the 6 books, I'm keeping 2. But I've unhauled an extra one because obviously it was 2 books in the June Plaidy series that I decided I'm going to DNF. So that means I've got rid of 5 books from this video, which is positive. I found 2 books that I wanted to read quickly. The Liberation is just a big success. And that alone, I would say, has been my biggest thing. It's made me read a book that I wasn't 100% on because I was nervous about the size. But how quickly I read those 20 pages has made me think that it will mean that I will be able to read the rest of the book quickly. So that's February. It'll be a sneaky peek to a book that's going on my second half of my TBR for February. I'm tired today. Really finding it. The pain's really returning. So I'm just going to put this video together. But because the book that I'm keeping is from set in World War II in Italy. I'm trying to think of an Italian thing. I'll tell you what, because it's set in Italy, find me like an Italian food emoji. That would be a really good. So if you got to the end of this video, put an Italian food emoji. So that would be quite a good one. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, not subscribed, ring on my ding-a-ling. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.